Well, NBC News is reporting the female shooter in the San Bernardino attack pledged alliance to ISIS before the shooting. We're going to go live right now to a special report from NBC.
They say the posting went up and a short time later it was taken down. Now, this doesn't mean that the attack was directed by ISIS. It may not be any sign of that at all, but it does suggest that she was strongly committed to an ISIS philosophy. And in fact, in previous attacks, many people have posted statements of support just carrying out their attacks. And it's, in a sense, part of the ISIS playbook to have people make these expressions of support. ISIS itself has never taken credit for the San Bernardino shootings, and it's very possible that the ISIS leadership is totally unaware of this posting because lots of people post lots of things about ISIS around the world every day, and they can't possibly know about them all. Plus, it wasn't up there very long. But it is something that the FBI has uncovered as they go through the electronic devices, the emails, the phone calls, the social media postings of this couple, looking for any kind of clue about what drove them to do it. ISIS has been a main concern of the U.S. through just this sort of radicalization, not directed plots, but people who follow ISIS propaganda through their relentless outpouring of propaganda around the world every day, much of it in English, much of it in the native languages of these two. And that's been the fear, that ISIS will say to people, wherever you are, go out and kill whoever you can. So it certainly pushes this investigation much more in the direction of a terror attack.
And Pete, what are investigators doing now to find out more about her background?
Well, the FBI has legal attachés in Pakistan, in Islamabad, and they are now reaching out and have been since the shooting, since the discovery of their identities, to learn more about her. She is from Pakistan. He has said, Saeed Farouk has said that he met her online in an online dating service and then went to Saudi Arabia while he was on the religious Hajj, met her in person and brought her back to the United States last year. She was brought back on what's called a fiancé or K-1 visa, and earlier this year became a lawful permanent resident. He was a U.S. citizen because he was born here. But that's been a big question all along. Was she the radical influence in his life? Something certainly changed dramatically for him, and going overseas and meeting someone and coming back and marrying them is a dramatic change in itself. Natalie.
Certainly is. It's a big development. If so, Pete Williams, thanks so much. I know you're going to keep working on this story. And for more, be sure to follow MSNBC, NBCNews.com. And Lester Holt, of course, will have complete coverage tonight from San Bernardino on NBC Nightly News. And we'll return most of you now to your...
And you just heard a special report from NBC. The female shooter in the San Bernardino attack pledged alliance to ISIS before the shooting. She is from Pakistan, and she met her husband, the other suspect, in the massacre in California online. This is a major development in this story, and we'll continue to follow it throughout News 2 Midday, and of course on our social media platforms and on CountOn2.com. Stay with us. We're coming right back. You're watching News 2 Midday.